Welcome back to my channel. My name is Agnes Wanja. Did you know questioning your progress is the key to real growth in your 20s and your 30s? Self-reflection starts with that question of, what am I doing? Is everything going in the direction that I want it to? In 5 years' time, what do I want my life to look like? In 10 years' time, what do I want my life to look like? By the end of this year, what do I want my life to look like? Self-reflection really leads to clarity, purpose, and lasting success. Have you ever asked yourself, am I making progress? This is a powerful question that can lead to really understanding and being able to define exactly where you are in your life. Am I making progress? Whether it's at your work, whether it's a place of study, if you're studying for a degree or anything like that. Am I making progress? Am I getting better grades than I did on my last exam? Am I doing better than I was doing this time last year, this time last month? Am I really making progress is a powerful question that can completely change how you see your journey, because you could just keep walking down a path that you think is right, but without questioning it, you can never get that defined answer of yes or no, or let me just take a few more steps and see if it is correct. Questioning your progress is especially important at the time when you feel as though life looks fine but feels off. So you're doing everything that you feel like you should be doing, you're moving but not sure where you're heading. You're achieving goals but not feeling fulfilled. And I've spoken about this in my previous videos. The feeling of fulfillment is something that's very important to me. And during your personal development and your personal growth, it should be a feeling that you look out for and a feeling that you acknowledge, and then do more of that thing that gives you that feeling. And another point is when you're at a place where you're comparing your progress to others and you feel as though like you've been left behind. Times like that in your life is times to really sit down and question your progress. Am I moving in the direction I want to be moving? And as I said, this video is for anyone, but mainly within your 20s and your 30s, only because for me, now being in my 40s, in my 20s and my 30s, that's when I really started making real life progress. But I didn't see the benefits of it until I got to my 40s. But I started taking those actions and started asking myself those questions in my 20s and my 30s. Why questioning your progress matters? It reveals whether your goals still align with your values. Have you changed your mind about what it is you want to achieve? Has something happened in life and now you want to change the direction that you were going in? Is your current movement aligning with that new change? And sometimes it just takes time to just stop and ask yourself, are my current goals still aligning with my values? And it helps you identify what's truly working. And it keeps you intentional, not just busy. Sometimes we can get so busy with life that we feel as though we're making progress. And I've been in a place, especially in my 20s, where I was constantly busy. But what I didn't see is I was busy doing things that are not going to benefit my future, or I was busy doing things that don't align with the future me that I'm working towards. So things that were taking up the time that I could be putting towards things that will then align with my future. It's only when I started asking myself these questions and trying to figure out what is it that I want out of my life and how do I go about achieving it. My turning point. A few years ago, I thought I had it all together, but deep down, I felt disconnected. And one day I sat down and I asked myself, is this actually success or am I just busy? And that question changed everything. Because what happened is I was in the situation where I was struggling financially. And I was going to the shops to top up my electricity meter with £6. And that £6 was sort of designed to last me for the next 2 days. And then 2 days I'll get money again. And then I'll top up a little bit again. And then I will do the same, basically. And when I got back home, I just sat down and I asked myself, is this normal? Because I've got a full-time job. I'm working. I earn money. But I'm still struggling so much financially. I'm just not able to make ends meet. And that question led me to writing my first book and led me to having more understanding with regards to the lack of financial literacy, with regards to the understanding of you need to make more money because your expenses are way more than your income. You need to add value to yourself so that you can put yourself in a position to earn more money. And it was a game changer for me because I was in my 20s at this point. And now in my 40s, I can see the fruit of it. I'm earning a lot more money. I'm in a much better financial situation. I still have so much more goals to achieve, and I'm still aiming for that financial freedom. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not where I once was. And that change only happened with me questioning my own progress. So if you take anything away from this video today, is just start questioning your day-to-day activities. Start questioning anything that may feel that is not right to you. Because only by questioning them, you will find out whether it is or it's not. You'll find out if there's another option. You'll find out if there's a different way you could be doing things to help you have a better future. When you start questioning yourself and your progress and your journey and your day-to-day activities, you move from a place of confusion to clarity. You move to a place where you realize that success isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Reconnecting with the why behind why you're doing all of these things, why you're working at this company, why you're studying for this degree at the moment. Reconnecting with that why, and then hopefully giving yourself encouragement and motivation to keep going and to keep doing what it is that you need to be doing, basically. I was able to start creating from a place of meaning and not pressure. So before, I just felt like I was just working to just make money, and that money was not going far because I just didn't have a plan in place. I was just moving very fast for no good reason. But by starting that questioning process, I was able to then start working out, what do I need to work towards? What is it that I want to achieve? What is the outcome that I'm chasing? Rather than just going in a direction and not knowing whether it's the right direction or not. How to check in with yourself. It's just a matter of asking yourself some simple questions. What's working right now? And you can do this practice once a month. I tend to do it sort of like every 3 months. But it's like, what's working right now? What's draining me? And sometimes when you ask yourself this question and you find out what's draining you, you might realize what it is, but it might take you a long time to get rid of that thing or to change that habit. So the main thing is actually just being able to point out these things first. And what do I want to feel proud of 3 months from now? Today, you can set yourself a goal and say, in 3 months' time, I really want to feel proud that I've achieved this goal. What is that for you? And if you continue to ask these questions and check in with yourself regularly to see the direction I'm in now, is it working for me? Am I moving in the right direction for the things I want to achieve? And hopefully, through questioning yourself regularly, you will get to that place of clarity and not confusion. Progress isn't a straight line. You might have seen the images of success, and it's a wave of ups and downs. And it's only because sometimes we may set ourselves a goal, and in our mind, it looks like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and exactly that's what's going to happen. But there may be turns and twists along the way that makes the journey to that goal not straightforward. But don't be disheartened by that. Growth comes from reflection and not constant motion. So sometimes when you find yourself stuck or when you find yourself in doubt, it's a signal and not a setback. Don't allow it to be the end of your journey. Take the opportunity to question yourself, question the progress, question your journey, question whether what you're doing aligns with your future goals, your future values. Take that time to question. Questions are so important. Question your progress, question your life, question your why. Why do I want to do this? Because real progress happens when you choose authenticity over approval. Doing the things that you want to do rather than doing things that are just going to make people like you, make people agree with you. You won't find joy and happiness there or fulfillment. You have to be uncomfortable and be comfortable being uncomfortable. For me, I've learned that the hardest way. It's fine to be uncomfortable as long as you're walking in your true authenticity, doing the thing that you believe within you, this is right for my journey. You just have to keep pressing on. Your questions create your path. So if you're feeling lost, it may just mean that you're finally finding your way. It may just mean that this is that time that you choose in which direction you're going to go in. Are you going to continue doing the things that may not be working? Or are you going to find ways to start doing new things and hopefully see new results? Keep asking, keep growing, keep becoming, because that's the whole point of personal development. Constantly developing from where you are now to where you want to be. And once you get to where you want to be, you then set new goals and work towards them. And what happens in this journey, in this process, is you keep developing. The way you deal with things change. The way you accept people around you changes. So keep working on yourself. Keep doing the things you need to keep doing for your personal development, and you will see the changes. So in your 20s, in your 30s, enjoy the journey, but also take time to plan for your future, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Not my quote, it's a quote. If this message resonated with you, make sure you reflect on your own progress and take the opportunity today to do that. Do subscribe for more videos and more insight on personal development. Do like the video, share the video, and I'll see you on my next video.